Buying real estate in Langley or the Fraser Valley in general can be intimidating, overwhelming, and downright frustrating. And that's because we don't have enough supply for the amount of people that want to live here. And rightfully so, I don't blame them. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in beautiful BC? But because prices have been on a steady incline for the past couple years, it's hard for people to stay up to date on what certain property types cost them. I'm going to break down exactly what $1 million will buy you in Langley and the Fraser Valley in general. Because when we look at the Fraser Valley as a whole, the average sale price is coming out at $1.3 million. But before we jump in, I will ask you guys, if you are enjoying this type of real estate content, please hit the like, the subscribe, and that bell button. Apparently the algorithm really likes it. And if you want to chat with me, Caileigh, a local Langley and Fraser Valley realtor, you can click the link in the description below where you can book a buyer consultation, a seller consultation, and we can chat about real estate. All right, let's jump in. And the reason I want to look at properties priced under the $1 million mark is because when you buy a home in Canada that's under $1 million, the down payment structure is different compared to a home that's $1 million or more. So if you buy a property that's $1 million or more, the minimum down payment requirement is 20%. Whereas if you buy a home that's under $1 million, the deposit structure is 5% due up to a value of $500,000 and 10% due thereafter up to $999,999. So if you haven't owned a home before, coming up with 20% down, even on just $1 million, is $200,000, which is an insane amount. That's very hard to save if you don't have any equity that you can take out from a previous home. So I've already done all the work for you, and I've taken the last 30 days of sales in all of Langley, and I've broken them down between what total sales were, and of that, how many of those sold for under $1 million, and then I go on to break it down further by how many were detached townhomes or condos. So when I went on my stats page, I pulled the last 30 days of sales, and as you can see here for Langley, there was 284 sales in the last 30 days. Of those sales, 148 were under $1 million, which is interesting because that's just over 52% of sales in all of Langley sold for under $1 million. And if you look at the average price of Langley as a whole, the average price is coming out at just over $1.2 million. I want to call a timeout right here. When you're reading average sale prices, please take it with a grain of salt and do a deeper dive into the data. If there's a few monster sales that have occurred in the past month or whatever time frame you're looking at that average sale price in, that can greatly skew the data. What an average price is they literally take all the sales that have occurred within a certain time period and divide it by the number of sales. So that doesn't mean there isn't still tons of opportunity and options to purchase a property under the $1 million mark. All right, let's dive back in. Of the 148 homes that sold for under $1 million, 2 were detached, 41 were townhomes, and 105 were condos. So it's clear that condos are taking up the majority of the sales under $1 million, which, hey, isn't much a surprise. I'll break it down even further by going into each property type. So there was 105 detached sales in the last 30 days in Langley, and of those, only 2 were under $1 million. They were both in Aldergrove, and they both were sitting on lots that were just under 3,000 square feet. So there are still some that are available, but it is pretty hard to find a detached home in Langley under the $1 million mark. Looking at Langley townhomes, there were 71 sales in total in the last 30 days, and of those 71 sales, 41 of those were under $1 million. So hey, that's over 57% of townhomes in the last 30 days in Langley sold for under $1 million. And what's even more interesting I found was that over 50% of all the townhomes that sold under $1 million were located in Willoughby Heights. And that's a very new neighborhood offering townhomes for families up to 4 bedrooms or sometimes even more. Willoughby offers tons of great schools, parks, and it's also close to transit. So if you are a family trying to get into the market but can't quite afford that detached home, something like a larger townhome is a great option for you. Looking at Langley Condos, we had 108 sales in the last 30 days, and of that, 105 of those were under $1 million. How the hell did not only one, but 3 condos in Langley sell for over $1 million in the past 30 days? I'm going to jump in and show you on my screen what those 3 condos were and what their sale prices were. So let's dive in. So I've typed in sold past 30 days, minimum 999,999 for condos in the Langley area. 3 come up, so let's have a look at those. Oh God, here we go. Okay, so 2 are in the Quadra-built Yorkson development. This one is the newest one, and it is directly across from the Carvoth Exchange Center. So if you walk to that, you get transit all the way down to Vancouver. The 555 bus line will take you to the Lougheed SkyTrain station, which takes you to the Millennial line. That'll take you all the way down to Waterfront Station. This one, the pictures are from the show home. This one was not completed yet. So you can pick your jaw up. And on this purchase price here, you can add an additional 5% GST because this is a brand new build. GST has not yet been paid on it. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. The finishings are unreal here and the location can't be beat, in my opinion, if you are in Langley and you need to be close to transit. You've got AC in every room, heated flooring in the bathroom. Just really good materials, and these solariums are very popular, especially with the downsizers. You get 2 parking stalls, 2 storage lockers for the big ones anyway, and this one's just under 1,600 square feet. And then when you add in the solarium, you come out just under the 1,800 square feet mark. The second condo that sold for over $1 million in Langley was again another Yorkson built one, but this one was in the older phase, so it was built in 2018. You can see. Listed for 1.15, sold for 1.1, and that was just at the end of February. Look at this one though, vaulted ceilings, fully open concept, living there. This one also has the, granite countertops, heated floors in the bathroom, fog-free mirrors, AC throughout, and the solarium as well. Just over 1,600 square feet. And drumroll, for the number 1 most expensive condo in Langley that was sold in the last 30 days. No surprise, it's in Fort Langley. It's at the Lily Terrace development in just off Glover Road there. Very, very nice product. But look at that, 1.65 it sold for. And again, that was just at the end of February. That's a big dollar for a condo in Langley. Anyway, she takes the cake for the last 30 days and probably ever in Langley, I think. I'll have to do another video on that. Now back to the facts. Now I'm going to jump into the Fraser Valley as a whole and show you guys the total sales, and of those sales, how many sold under $1 million. The Fraser Valley had 1,338 total sales in the last 30 days, and of those, 600 were under $1 million, which means that just over 44% of all the sales last month were under $1 million. Detached had 601 sales in the last 30 days, and of that, only 14 were under $1 million. And that means that 2.3% of all the sales under $1 million came from detached homes. Townhomes had 330 sales in the last 30 days. Of that, 189 were under $1 million, meaning that 57.2% came in under the $1 million mark. And you can see condos are 407 sales, 397 of those were under $1 million, so 97.5% were sold under $1 million. So maybe you've gotten this far into the video and you're thinking, crap, I can't afford a detached home in the Langley or Fraser Valley area. Great, thanks. And that was totally not my intention with making this video. My intention was to show you that there's still tons of properties that are selling in this area for under $1 million. They might not necessarily be that detached home if that is your end goal, but you have to start somewhere, and there's some beautiful properties in the area that you can still purchase for under $1 million. I rarely see clients buy a detached home as their first property. In fact, I can probably count on my hand how many clients I've had do that. They're usually starting in a condo, moving to that townhome, and then pulling out the equity once it's grown over a number of years and putting it into a detached property. Look at me, I'm clearly living in a condo in Langley, and I'm borrowing money at roughly 3%. Last year alone, condos in Langley went up 39%. So it's not a bad return. I would have never been in that position should I have just said, hey, I can't afford a detached, forget it. I'm gonna rent, or I'm gonna wait, or I'm gonna try to save, because you can't save faster than the market's been growing. It's very, very hard to do. unless you win the lotto or you're in Bitcoin. But I understand Bitcoin, so I'm going to bypass that. If you are looking for more information on how to get yourself into that first property, or maybe you're in that middle class property and you do have hopes of one day getting into a detached and you want to learn more about how the equity you earn can help you get to that goal, please reach out. I'm always happy to help chat with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. One more reminder to please subscribe, hit that like button, and click that bell so you can see when more videos come out, and it would help me get my content out to more awesome people like you. So thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon.